Good afternoon, everybody, or whatever time you're watching this video. We've received a lot of questions over the last week or so about the new format with the rule book and the online test now that's required. So I wanted to create this video to help answer some of those questions for everybody out there. So um, we'll kind of start with the rule book. I'm going to share my screen. So you probably received an email that looks like this from Kim Alley that talked about the NFHS digital app, how everybody's going to have access to an online rule book. We will have hard copy rule books to pass out at the uh, rules meetings, so those will be available, but until then, you can access your online rule book after you've paid your dues. This is a new year for the mechanics manual, so we will have hard copy mechanics manuals for everybody to pass out at the meeting. So in this email, you'll see this link here to click on to request a digital copy. So once you click on that, you will see, you'll be directed to this page on the TSSAA website. You'll enter in your email address here. So once you enter in your email address, use the one that you use to register on Arbiter. Click continue. From there, it'll be about another, I think they say 48 hours. I don't know how exact that is, but 2 to 3 days, and you will get a link to or a link, an email that says that your rule book is available on the NFH digital site. So, how do you access that? The easiest thing is to just Google NFH digital and then go to this link here. If you just go to the nfhs.org website, it's a little bit hard to find. I don't know if there's even a link to it off of this front page, but just Google NFH digital, and then that'll take you to this website. You will have um, three different options. So your iOS, if you've got Apple, your Android download, so you can access this from your phones, tablet. I do it a lot from my computer, so I would click on this web version here. So clicking on that web version, you'll do this if you're on a laptop computer. Go into the upper right hand corner and click sign in. So I'm going to sign in using my account. If you have not created an account before, you'll have to click on this link that says create one. But I've got an account, so I'm going to sign in. So from there, it's going to show all the publications that they have available. We want to go to the upper right-hand corner where you see this little icon here in the upper right-hand corner. Click on My Library. Okay. From there, it'll show you a purchase history, and then for this season, your 2026 rule book and case book are going to be here. As you can see, I've got other rule books in my account from previous seasons in sports. So for your rule book, we'll click Read. It'll open up a new tab. And then something that I discovered today is it's not loading for whatever reason, but I did find a little workaround. So if this happens to you where it doesn't load, I'm going to click over this little back button, and that's going to take me to a different library. And then from there, I'm able to access it. So going back to the rule book, clicking on that, you've got your table of contents, might have some notes, search feature, but just click on this read, and then that will pull up your rule book. So you can scroll down. You've got your table of contents here on the left, uh, search feature. So if you wanted to search anything about free kicks, you will see that free kicks are mentioned 5 times in the rule book. So under Rule 6, under this table, you can just, you know, go down from there. Or personal foul is mentioned 11 times. So you can kind of go down, do it that way. I found that to be a very useful feature while I was taking the test. You've got your table of contents. You can skip, forward to a particular rule that you want to look up. So, get in here, play around with it. It's very user friendly. I've actually used this for baseball season for the last couple years, where I'm the assigner for that. But if you've never used them on your phones or on the computer, I think once you start uh, using it, you'll see that it's beneficial and helpful. So let's talk about the test. Um, Going over to Arbiter, you can access the test a couple different ways. So basically, anywhere that you see eligibility, regardless of what page you're on, click on eligibility. So I'm on a group page here. You can see eligibility here at the top. Or if you're at the TSSAA Central Hub, which would be your registration dashboard, you'll see this eligibility over to the left-hand side. So click on that. This can be a little confusing to some people because it still has football from last season. So if you look football 2025-26, that was last school year. So as you can see, everything I've got, check marks here, but I want to scroll down. Football, what you're looking for is football 26-27. So that's the TSSAA activity year. I've got a green check because I just finished my test about an hour or so ago. It only took me about 30 minutes. It's not very hard. Um, so if you've not done your test, you will see probably a 2/3 where this check is. Um, if your background check has not come through, you would see a 1/3. But we're going to go down here. We're going to click this view details. So as you can see under NFHS football test part one, I've completed it. So I scored think I've missed two questions. It's 50 questions, true or false. You can score of 80% is passing, so that's 40 questions out of 50 to get a passing score, and you have 5 attempts. So if you want to go through it one time and just answer it without looking back on the rule book and referencing anything, see how you do. That's fine. If you fail it or if you don't get 80%, you get 4 more attempts. Where mine says completed, if you've not taken your test, that link will there will be a link there that I believe says start test or open test or something to that effect. So there would be a link here where mine says completed. You click on that, and then you would start your test. It's a little bit different for those of us that have done the test in the past. It is a little bit different in that each question is one page. I did not see a option to print the test, and where in the past we would print our test, answer them, and then go back put the answers into the computer. This one it seemed like you had to just enter in the answers, and you didn't have the option to print. You can start it, walk away from it, come back. It'll save your progress. I started it on a laptop, accessed it from my desktop at work the next day, and it showed me my progress from the night before. So it does save it. It's through Arbiter. It's through the Arbiter platform, so you're not taken to an external site. But like I said, it's pretty simple. Like I said, 50 questions, true or false. You got 5 shots at it to score 80. So don't be um, intimidated by it, I guess. And then going back to this is where again the rules app is going to be very helpful. So if you've got a couple questions that you're unsure of, just kind of do like I've got here. Say if I had the test open on this browser and then I've got my rules app in a tab, just you can go back and forth between the two tabs. Um, again, you got a question about free kicks after something. So I think that was one of my questions. You can just, type stuff into the search bar and it will, take you to where you need to be. There's always something about rule changes. So We've got the question about the play cards. At least that was in mine. It'll probably be in yours. And as you can see, there's a 2026 rule change that the players are now allowed to wear play cards on both the forearm as well as the belt. So that was one of my questions. All I had to do was either type in, wrist or play cards, and then, it took me to where I needed to see that. So very helpful as you're taking your test to have both of those tabs open. So anyway, hopefully this short video is helpful to you and answers some questions for you regarding the um, new format with the testing as well as the rule book. So um, we've got our meeting starting coming up in July. Our first meeting is going to be Monday, July 13th at Daniel Boone. So we'll send out all of the meeting dates and times in an email to you. But we look forward to seeing everybody on Monday, July 13th.